What I am trying to do is give information on people who are about to be sold MLM cleanses or detoxes or things that you can do to capitalize on the new year, which is going to have typically some synthetic bullshit that's in them that's going to be more harmful for their body than if they didn't do anything at all. All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of the Jacque Show. I am excited to cause havoc today because why the heck not? This topic is going to be, if you haven't seen the subject line, this whole month is going to be dedicated to making sure you can actually have the healthiest 2023 possible. And you're not oversold on products that are untested, that are unproven, that are unsafe, just because people are trying to turn a profit for the new year. If you haven't noticed this trend yet, you will, I promise you. People are reaching out to me and trying to solicit me in my DMs to try to get me to push certain products that are a portion of these MLM companies. And number one, first rule of public speaking or really communicating to somebody else, especially on an online presence, do your damn research. If you know that I'm a holistic health practitioner, a naturopathic health expert, I have a high caliber of supplements, products, tinctures, things that I've been able to curate over the last few years, 8+ years, really. If you think sliding in this miracle cure that you just heard about this year, just came out this year, is going to get added into my repertoire, you're sorely mistaken. What I mean by that is the supplement company I use is actually the number one supplement company across the land for practitioner usage. So it's tested, it's tried, it's true, they work, they're natural. They're not all this garbage filler crap that's inside of these products. And that's why I use them, whether it's Designs for Health or Biomatrix, or if I use Jing herbs or something like that for more my mushroom blends. I have carefully crafted my tools in my tool belt. And some of them are TCMs, traditional Chinese medicine, or traditional Chinese herbs is what I prefer to call them. Some of them are more just holistic extract blends. Some are liquid tinctures. It's just a perfect smorgasbord of successful products to use. And when people reach out to me, it is a giant pet peeve of mine. Number one, you don't know who I am. You didn't do your research, so it's an insult to me. If you're trying to sell me something to get you on your team, at least make it personable. And if you are an MLM pusher that is out there, make sure that you know your audience before you do it. I've had people do the same thing to Megan. She'll be in her DMs and she'll be like, "Are you kidding me? So-and-so is trying to sell me, blah, blah, blah. Don't they know that I'm your wife?" I'm like, if they do, apparently they think that you pull the strings on what products I carry in the office. Like it's just not how that works. Now, I'm going to start by having a disclaimer and say, listen, if you're running an MLM, trying to make a side hustle, try to provide for your family, I'm not going to tell you that what you're doing is wrong per se. You're trying to hustle. What I am trying to do to combat that is give proof and give information on people who are about to be sold MLM cleanses or detoxes or things that you can do to capitalize on the new year, which is typically going to be a bunch of cleanses and detoxes, which is going to have typically some synthetic bullshit that's in them that's going to be more harmful for their body than if they didn't do anything at all. And the other thing is, and this is a huge thing, not just in the MLMers, but I'm even talking about some of these products I've shot and talked about on previous podcasts where their goal is to say, you've got constipation, you just need this. Your liver shows off, you just need this. You don't have brain function, you just need this. You've got candida, you just need this. And all of this is a holistic allopathic approach to your health, which means you have a symptom, you treat the symptom, it tries to go away. That's not how health works, because health is not how you look or how you feel. Health is how well your body is functioning. Okay, all of your organ cells and tissues functioning 100% of the time the way that we were designed to. When we talk about cleansing into the new year or detoxing into the new year, it's actually one of the worst things that you can do to start your new year. And this is why most, and I'll say most Most families, to process through Thanksgiving, to process through Christmas, the amount of stress that you are consuming, that you are absorbing these 2 months, November, December, is disgusting. Stress is everywhere, whether it's your kids have been down for 2 weeks with whatever this is, the flu or RSV or another strain of COVID or whatever that might be. That's a very stressful time. You're losing sleep. You're staying up with your kids. That is stressful. That's how I spent my last 2 weeks, is taking care of the kids, taking care of my wife. I got hit once, came back from it. It is a stressful time. If we process through this and we get to Christmas time, we make it to New Year's, and then you're telling me that I should do a detox or I should do a cleanse, that is a stress on the body. It is at that time an unnecessary stress onto the body. And so I've seen these patterns happen over the years, the 8+ years that I've been doing this. And I've had patients that are doing fantastic. And then to turn the new year, they get sold some MLM product. And they're doing a fish oil, or they're like, hey, doc, is it okay if I take this fish oil instead of your fish oil? And in my younger years, I was like, you know what? If it's going to save you money, you're part of this MLM thing, go for it. Let me see how it works. I no longer do that. I no longer support the MLMs. I don't. I've seen people get hurt by Arbonne. I've seen people get hurt by Plexus. I've seen people get hurt by Beachbody. You name it. People have been hurt by these products. The other thing that comes with this, and things that I have actually physically seen, I've had patients have hormonal destruction. The hormones go completely AWOL. And you're like, what the hell happened? You had a normal cycle. You were at 28 days. You had beautiful, you didn't even notice your period was coming, except for the fact that you tracked it. All of a sudden, you've got cramps, you've got heavy clotting, you've got all these things. Stress is out of the picture. Okay, this is like during the year, not just at the end of the year, but stress is out of the picture. Your sleep has been good. Your diet's been good. The only thing that has changed, the only variable that got introduced was an MLM product. It was just a fish oil in this particular, it was a cleanse in this instance. The fish oil caused my patient to have rashes all over her body, like little welt rashes all over her body. And she felt obligated to do it, which is how most MLMers do it. They push you until you commit. And this was a family member. This was a daughter of hers. And she was like, take this. And she was trying to talk shit on my products, which I welcome anybody to try to talk shit on my products, because you don't have a leg to stand on. She took it and her body broke out like crazy. And she's like, what do I do? I'm like, you tell your daughter thanks, but no thanks. Show her your arms and let her know what happened. As soon as she got off that fish oil, boom, her body went back to normal. The welts went away. Everything was good to go. Right? Know what you are consuming. Right? MLMs have a few things in mind. Let's push healthy products, so they label them as such. These are the cleanest. These are scientifically backed, scientifically formulated. We've got doctors on staff that helped us formulate. All those buzzwords that standard Americans are like, oh yeah, it's science backed. And you'll hear the same spiel from each person trying to sell the MLM product. Oh, all you need to do is this, or all you need is this collagen, which I got in trouble for saying this earlier this year. All you need is this collagen. It's going to help you lose weight. Or all you need is this. It's going to help to curb your appetite. All of these things that are out there, we have these holistic health claims that come with them. Okay, so they make this absurd claim that, okay, all you need is this, and this will help with that. The other thing is it'll help somebody earn an income, which is incredibly difficult to do. I've only known, I think, 2 people in my life. One was with Advocare. The other one was with Roden and Fields. And they were like, they hustled their asses off and made money. Every single other person I know that has been sold on an MLM, whether it's LuLaRoe or something like an Arbonne or something else like this, it is like impossible for you to turn a profit. Now, on the side note of that, the goal of that MLM company is to turn profit. They make buku bucks on your blood, sweat, and tears. And how is it really possible to do that? One, your payback is garbage. So the pay scheme, the pyramid scheme is not very conducive for it. They just keep pushing you till you burn out or you ruin your relationship. But they make an inferior quality of supplements. So their sourcing of supplements is typically going to be sub-level, subpar. Because the cheaper that they can get these products for, the larger the markup can be. And what they can do is put these claims on it that it's this researched ingredient. But if it's a researched ingredient in a lab, okay, and it's high quality, high potency, perfect quality, and then you take a synthetic garbage version and you slide it into your formulation, you can then say that there's a research article saying that if you take bitter orange, you take this particular ingredient, it's going to help with this. It's going to help with that weight loss. It's going to help with making you feel better. And so there's some secrecy behind it. There's also something, I'll never forget this. One of my really good friends, Raul Haishu, he owns High Fit Supplements. And I'm grateful that he owns that supplement company because he's enlightened me. Any ingredient under 400 milligrams does not have to be included on the label. Any ingredient under 400 milligrams does not have to be included on the label. Okay, and I'm fairly confident it's either 300 or 400. But the point is, think of this. Imagine that you had caffeine in a product that was not on the label, and all of a sudden you're taking this product, you've got crazy energy, but you're getting heart palpitations, and you're like, I don't know what the heck is going on. I'm sweating all the time. I don't have an appetite, right? Because caffeine diminishes appetite due to certain responses in the body. And you're like, well, what is this? I don't know what the heck's going on, or I'm losing weight because of this. What that's doing is there's these sneaky little ingredients that are kind of in there. And Raul was like, bro, they'll throw in like beta-alanine or like some niacin to give you that feeling, that flush feeling, like, ooh, I feel my skin tingle, to make it feel like the product is doing something, but they're giving you shit for the rest of the products, the synthetic garbage that your body's like, I don't know what to do with this stuff. Example, cyanocobalamin. Cyanide, okay? Cobalamin, it's a form of B12 that's basically toxic to the body, versus methylcobalamin, something our bodies can actually use. What about folic acid? Synthetic. Folate, non-synthetic. Okay, there's these little things that the more you do research on, the more that, again, you get more and more confident saying no to people who are trying to force this down your throat. So this time of year, you're going to have, what do they call them, uplines, talking to your downlines, trying to tell them hustle, 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 close out 2022, sell these kits, sell them, give these discounts, go. So your upstreams can make more money, because the more they can make, their sheep will make them money, the more money they can make, and the sheep will be burnt out, and maybe they'll make a little bit of money and give them a sense of like, ooh, I did something. Right? This time of year, most people have fear of confrontation. So family members, friends are less likely to say no to your products. And I remember there was a product that we tested. I did a podcast interview, or it was a Facebook Live, because I didn't have a podcast back then. And they were like, bro, all you need to do is this cleanse. You'll get these great results. It's this great cleanse. And I'm like, all right, listen, I'm entertaining new products. Let's see what we got. I took it and I was like, Megan, I don't think I can take this stuff. She's like, why? I'm like, I haven't left the toilet since I started this cleanse. Am I shredded? Yes. But also, I can't keep anything in my body. Now, if I went and I was an average American, and I went and I was like, listen, I'm having these symptoms. I'm losing my bowels. I have this going on. Typical questions that people would navigate here would be, well, are you losing weight? Yes. Well, wasn't that the goal? Or I've got these screaming headaches and I'm losing my bowels. That's normal detox symptoms. You're doing great. Just drink more water, or whatever that might be, right? And that cleanse that we did, it was an isogenics cleanse. I'll throw it out there. It was isogenics. I was ripped raw. It took me months to rebuild my gut after I did that. I think it was like 2 weeks that I was doing that cleanse, but I can't do this anymore. Okay, I can't. So these products, these organizations and things that are out there, right? Again, their goal is to push product. Their goal is to make on the upstream, the owners, the founders, are to make as much money as humanly possible. And they don't really care about the ingredients. They're going to throw those buzzwords in there. They're going to say, you need this, or you just need this, or you just need that. And these cleanses are the gateways to get you in, because it's been a while since I've been in it. And by been in it, my wife used to sell Advocare. And then that's what I learned about sucralose. And we got this whole feedback. I got into it with the sucralose people. And that was, again, one of the couples, these power couples that we knew. I'm like, guys, it's sucralose. This is garbage. This is horrible for your body. Knowing what I know, I can't stand by and say, hey, hon, I'll help you push these supplements and I'll help you push these cleanses, because this is poisoning people. It's chlorinated sugar. It's not good for people to be on this. Right? And so I have experience with, they sell the lifestyle. They sell, all you need is this, all you need is that. And I think there was another one that I got sold. Oh my gosh. And there was like a BMW that they promised. It was like just a drink. It's a white Voom. I don't know. It was a white bottle with an orange labeling. It seemed amazing. All you need to do is drink a little bit of this and you're good to go. And then you get a BMW if you sell enough. I'm like, oh, cool. And that's when I started first getting pushed, because I was in Dr. Zando's office seeing like 3,000 patients a week. They're like, these guys are cash cows. So people would actually come in, pay like $3-4 grand to be patients in the office, only to hopefully befriend us to sell us into their multi-level marketing thing so we could push it out to the patients. We're like, no, we're not doing that. So we got to see all through that. And we've seen, again, high-level people trying to make it. And the high-level people who tried to make it, the one burned out, the other one got out of it. She was done. She couldn't deal with it anymore. They restructured how people were getting paid, which meant they got to keep more. And the hard workers, right, the single moms, the single families trying to provide, they restructured it and it took all their money away. So again, where's your best interest in mind? Okay, so we talked about the quality. I went off on a lot of tangents, and I think you could tell how passionately against I am with these multi-level marketing companies. One, they destroy you as a human being. Whether it's you're selling it, they destroy you, they take your soul, they own you, and it doesn't work out well for you. And two, you don't make much from it. Three, the products are crap. They're not good. And there may be one or two that are like, well, no, our products actually are clean. And then I go to the segue of that and then say, well, listen, if your product is the bee's knees, if it's fantastic, okay, and I look at it, I'm like, well done. Good quality products. What are you selling? Selling cures. Nope. You're selling consumers. None of these products are designed to fix you for life. They are designed to turn you into repetitive consumers. That's how multi-level marketing happens. You need to be on this every single month, which means your upstream gets paid, okay? Your upstream gets paid, and everybody gets paid from you paying out, okay? So, example, if I said you just needed this probiotic, all right, all you need is this probiotic. You're good to go. This gut product. Oh, you're good. Or I saw another one. One of my patients asked me about, I forget what it's called. I'm going to do a whole separate thing on that. But it was like this, oh, it's from overseas. It's European, which typically European products are usually healthier than ours because they have more bans on their stuff. But then they also market that as like, oh, look how clean our stuff is. And it has sucralose. And I'm like, no. All of your scientifically backed disclaimers kicked out, go. Not true. Absolutely nothing about what you're selling is true. Your ingredients are shit. I don't care if you think it's formulated and scientifically backed. If so, why the hell is there sucralose in your product? Why? Right? So I went off on a tangent there again, so I apologize. I'm going to bring it back in to go where I was going. But when we're talking about these products, you cannot, number one, have a one-size-fits-all, okay? There are plenty of lawsuits and things like that through different organizations where there have been allergic reactions to things that are not written on the label, okay? The sneaky ingredients, the other stuff that the FDA does not require you to put on the label. It makes your product more tasty, makes it more cleany, right? Cleaning products, again, that's a huge thing, right? I hate a lot of these cleaning product companies. They just get in the way of themselves because they hide everything. They tout purity and cleanliness and green. Everything is green and sparkly, and there's some silver in here. Oh, it's amazing. No, it's not. The more smoke and mirrors you have, the more curious you should be. Okay? It's not a one size fits all. If you need probiotics, why do you need probiotics? Are you eating too many sugars, carbs, McDonald's stops too much? What is it? Are you too stressed out? And stress is causing you not to eat? Is there an infection that you have in your stomach that's eliminating your ability to replenish your probiotics? Are you not getting enough fiber in? And now there's certain products and cleanses out there like, well, we in our cleanses, in our detox, we add fibers and we add this and we add coaching and we add the lifestyle stuff and we add the exercise component to it. Well, great. Again, are your products good? Nope. Okay, your products aren't good and you're still not getting to the underlying cause. Right? Why are your hormones completely chaotic? No product is going to address your generational trauma that you've absorbed throughout the years. No product is going to help you fall asleep with a spouse that you hate sitting next to you, right? No product is going to permanently fix your constipation because you're so damn stressed that your body's just holding on to all that stress and all that trauma that you will not let go of your bowels until the end of the work week. No supplement is going to do that. You need to find that underlying cause, right? In our practice, in my clinic, I do not want to create consumers for life. I don't. Well, in a way, I want you to consume healthy food for life, whole foods for life, but I don't want you having to take supplements for the rest of your life. Okay, and patients know that. I will get frustrated. I will. I'll get frustrated because I'm like, listen, like you've got mold in your house, right? And this is like your 5th round of mold detoxification, your 5th mold test. And we're like, we're getting rid of these molds, but you still have some over here and you're still feeling like garbage, but you're still living in a moldy house. Like, how much longer do you want to take these products, guys? Like, come on. I'm not like, ooh, goody, I'm just going to shut up and just pretend that everything's okay. I had a patient, prime example, right? So example was headaches, okay? Kid, headaches, digestive issues, and some rashes, okay? MLM product, she didn't take it, but MLM approach. Let's get you on a cleanse. Let's do that. Let's go cleanse you real quick without running any tests to figure out why these rashes were coming about, right? And then you cleanse and you detox with mold in the body, with irritable bowel, with infections in the body. What happens? You piss everything off. You make everything mad. Never detox if you have any signs of GI dysfunction, constipation, diarrhea, bloating. Never detox. Do not detox. You have to prep your body first. Think of a detox like this. We don't have them here, but grew up in Pittsburgh, so I know where they are. Picture having an attic, okay? And up in the attic is where you're going to be putting all of your toxins. But you have leaky gut, okay? Which picture and visualize that you have holes in the ceiling. Now, you're like, all right, cool, perfect. I found this book right here. It's a great book. I got it from when I was up there with Kyle Depius for the guys trip, Life Skills. Not a plug, but kind of a plug for you, Kyle. I love you, brother. So this book, no offense, I'm pretending this is toxic. Now in society, this would be considered toxic because it's man skills. Toxic masculinity, Kyle. Just kidding. But pretend this is not this, but pretend this is just a toxin. Okay, and I put it upstairs. I put it in the attic, and this is toxin right there. Okay, I'm going to grab this pen. This pen is a toxin. I'm going to put it up there. And then I've got these glasses here. I'm going to put it up there. I'm just continuously putting more and more and more and more stuff in the attic. Now, is that attic structurally sound? No. What's going to happen if I keep adding more and more and more things to an area that is not structurally sound? You're going to collapse it, okay? Or your stuff is going to slide, fall through the holes, and go back to where it originally was. But when that happens, you're going to have drywall, you're going to have debris, you're going to have insulation, you're going to have a worser problem, or a problem that's worse than when you originally started. That is what these cleanses are trying to do. You're cleansing people, you're detoxing people who are not properly prepped. Get their adrenals right, get their gut right, and don't even think about detoxing until that stuff is cleared. Okay? And this is, again, multi-level marketing or just random supplements off the shelf. Don't just grab shit because Dr. Oz told you to, or don't just grab stuff because this influencer told you to. Do your research. Ask the question, is the reason I have this symptom because I don't have this detox, or because I don't have this cleanse? If you can say, yes, the answer it is, well, I would argue that, but at least you're saying, well, I think that's why. Don't be sold on it. Do your own research. Don't let the MLMer tell you this is why. Do your own research on it. Okay? Do your own research. Do your own research. Hey, guess what? Do your own research. The more we can fortify our minds with what these underlying root causes truly are, the more impenetrable we will be to disease, the more impenetrable we will be to being influenced to buy things that aren't good for us or aren't for us. We won't be taken advantage of because we'll have these educated questions that can throw back at these people. Again, let's push you on a detox. Do you think I need one? Oh yeah, everybody do. Why? Well, because you got this in. Well, could that be coming from my gut? Do you think I should fix my gut first? Oh, what about my liver? Oh yeah, it's possible it's coming from my liver, but liver is not a standalone organ. Liver's going to push stuff. Gallbladder's going to push stuff into the colon. If the colon's inflamed, don't you think that'll inflame my colon a little bit more? I think I should probably fix my gut first. Wouldn't you agree? Oh, take this probiotic or take this product, right? You see how this works here. I've got a product for that. I've got a product for that. I've got a product for that. Your real cause of your problem does not come from a lack of a supplement. It comes from a lack of proper testing. So when you go to start this new year off, don't be sold by all the bells and whistles, for all these cleanses and all these detox and all these amazing promises to people. Start your year off, or even before that, contact us and get a test. I don't even care if you don't even want me to read it. I don't care. I want you to have the information in front of you to educate yourself as to why this is happening. Right? Example. I can't eat red meat. I've never been able to eat red meat. So I've been vegetarian because I feel like it's my body calling me to go vegetarian or to go vegan. Okay. When I hear somebody say that, I validate and I understand the humanity aspect of it. And I think conventionally raised meat is disgusting, and what their practices, it's horrible. However, it does not mean that organically grass-fed beef and those things and cattle are not healthy for you. It's incredibly healthy for you. We need it. But if your body can't break it down, I see that as a symptom, not an ethical symptom, but a physiological symptom. Why? Is it because you don't have stomach acid? Is it because you're too stressed out? Okay. Are you taking too many Tums and you don't have the stomach acid to break it down? You're too stressed. You don't have stomach acid. Is it possible that you have a stomach infection? Right? Or these people are like, I've got 37 food allergies or food sensitivities. I don't know where they came from. And your practitioner's like, well, just avoid those foods and then we'll retest you. No. Why? Why did those symptoms come? Why? An almond popped up, right? Everly well. An almond popped up and it was giving me some bloating. Why did the almond pop up? How did the almond create an IgG response, which is an external response from the digestive tract? How did it get into the bloodstream? Is it because you don't have the ability to break it down? Digestive insufficiency? Is it you have gut permeability or leaky gut? Right? All of this you need to have to be able to give yourself an educated guess on where your health is. If you think that you look great and you think that you feel great, and therefore you think that you are healthy, it doesn't mean you're healthy. I know that from example, and I actually pulled these trophies out here. This guy and this guy. Those are when I did my SNBF bodybuilding competition. I won 3 first place overall. What I did to get to that level, the amount of restrictive dieting, I still think I'm recovering from that. A little trauma from that. The excess cardio, the excess everything, right? I did that. But the award that I don't have up here is my plaque from winning the Ronnie Coleman Classic. Okay? And when I did that, it was either that or the Phil Heath. I can't remember. Either one. I remember looking fantastic. Like if you scroll through, if you somehow find me, you Google Jacque Moser bodybuilding, I'll probably pop up on Google somewhere. But when I was on stage, I looked amazing. Like I competed, I looked great. But I remember standing in line. This was for the Phil Heath. I remember it was for the Phil Heath. It's in 2013. Went to get in line to get into the building where the event was being held. And I was texting my wife. I was texting Megan at the time. I'm like, ooh, I don't think I can make it. This isn't good. And I had to run real quick, and I lost my bowels in the bathroom. I thought I was going to ruin my spray tan. I thought I was going to ruin my trunks, my blue trunks that I had on. It was a splish splashy mess that I threw out in the toilet. But if you saw me on the street, you'd be like, that dude is so healthy. Look at him. He looks great. Oh my gosh, good for you, right? Pats on my back, pats on the shoulder. You don't know what I went to sleep with. I was having massive anxiety, had no sex drive, no energy, no libido, no desire for life. I was mean. I was irritated. I was just a piece of shit. So health is not how you look or how you feel. If you look like crap and you feel like crap, well, you can't hide that. You're not healthy. There's no person who looks bad and feels bad that's healthy. It's the other side of things, the people that look great. The people that we idolize on Instagram, or the people that we idolize on social media. We're like, oh my gosh, your life must be so great. You're so healthy, but you don't know what medications they take. You don't know what their bowel habits are like. You don't know what their periods are like. Or if it's a woman competing, when was the last time you had your period? When was the last time you had your menses? Right? And I know I went off on a lot of tangents here, but health is not how you look or how you feel. It's how we're educated. It's how we need to be able to figure out how to be our own health advocate. There are blind spots everywhere we turn in our health journeys. And those blind spots are well known. And that's where these companies thrive. They hit the buzzwords of 2022. They make products to match the buzzwords from 2022. And they market it into 2023. And you're like, oh my gosh, that sounds just like me. No crap. They have people researching that. Not researching the products, researching what can they make for you. What can they sell you on to make a few bucks until they create another product to do the same thing and market you the same way the next year. Okay, and again, I'm trying not to be too bashful in terms of attacking MLMers, but I'm just being honest. This isn't just my opinion. This is what I know from my doctorate background. It is what I know from my patient results. And patients who don't get results, it's going to be from MLM products getting in the way, or it's going to be from mold toxicity. It's really it, or just not doing anything at all. Okay, or medications. If you're taking medications you won't come off of it, and you're like, oh, I don't know if this is working. Well, your medication's pushing you to too high testosterone. You have oily skin, you're angry, you're irritable, you have night sweats and hot flashes, but you don't want to come off your testosterone. That's kind of on you. So let's be smart going into 2023. Educate yourself. If you were like, hey, how can I make 2023 my best year? How can I make sure that I'm educated? What tests would I run? At the very least, do an salivary adrenal panel. You could do a Dutch Plus test. My bread and butter, the one I love so much, is a GI map. These are things you're able to get. You can pop on my Instagram page and go to the link tree in my bio and go to my supplement store from Rupa Health, and you can get one of them. And then again, if you want to get a test with me and figure out what you can do with it, and you can, but at least if you just run the test on yourself, you can figure out what the heck is going on. You can actually have clinical answers. Okay? Not layperson guesses. Okay, remember, what is the why? What is the purpose of these product lines being rolled out? Is to exploit weaknesses in the American society. And they'll tout all these amazing testimonies. Oh my gosh, look at this. And an example of one that I knew. Look at how fit I am, because the product line had a sports and athletic line division. I looked into it. I'm like, oh, okay, let's take a look. And this guy was over there saying, I'm this big. This is my pre. This is my post. And I stumble across him in the gym. I'm like, bro, you're juiced. You're juiced. Your wife is juiced. She's blowing out her hormones. What the hell are you guys doing? They're like, oh, I'm competing. Yeah, but you're not natural, and you're trying to tell people that these products from this company is making you look this way. That's a lie. It's a lie. So just be aware, guys, going into the new year, please be aware of this stuff. You will be sold. You will be marketed to. Instagram will flag you from all of your searches that you've had this year and say, this product seems right for you, and this product seems right for you. And as things come out, if you have questions, hit me in my direct messages, right in my DMs. Go ahead and slide into those things. Be like, hey, I heard about this company. What do you think? My default answer is typically going to be like, that's crap. If it's a new one, I'll do some research on it. But more often than not, I will say it's crap. Or the follow-up question is, do you have this disease because you lack this supplement? The answer is always no. Okay? I'm harsh. I know that I am. But I'm tired of this. I'm tired of patients being taken advantage of. I'm tired of people being taken advantage of. Okay? And honestly, I'm tired of the pushers, the sellers of these products also being lied to, right? Because all of y'all who are listening to this, you're like, oh, I sell Arbonne, or I sell Beachbody, or I sell this. I'm not saying at all that you're a bad person. Now, some people's tactics to get into my DMs and attack, and you know who you are, and still somehow have access to me after I blocked it and reported you as junk. Some of y'all are bad. But for the average person who is working on selling these products, one, right, you're good people. You want to provide for your family, right? You're buying into the dream. I want to provide for my family, or I want to retire my husband, or I want to replace my income so I could be at home with the kids. How on earth could I say that you're a bad person? No way, no how. You bought into a system that lied to you and continues to lie to you and sell you these false hopes and promises of a dream that is very unattainable. And again, if you get there, how long are you going to stay there before they restructure their payouts and you lose it all, right? You can't remain a high level unless you sell and buy a certain amount. It means you're always a consumer, which means you're always making your upline more money. Okay? And a lot of y'all don't have the nutritional background. You don't have the doctoral background or health coach or functional nutritionist background to help to support you in having the knowledge that these products aren't going to do as they claim. And so you get sucked into this amazing I mean, who wouldn't want to live at home, right? Or work from home, be able to hang out with your kids and make 6 figures or 7 figures. And they give you a car? Like, oh God, like, come on. What a brilliant scheme, right? It's brilliant and it's a scheme. And you keep working and working and working and working and working. One day it'll pay off. And then you have these seminars like, woo, we learned about a new product and this is going to be the new one that we push, right? And then everyone in the company pushes the same product. Everyone pushes the next one. Everyone pushes the next one. You're not bad people. You're not. You've just been taken advantage of. And I feel horrible about that. I do. And I looked up some of these companies. Some of them are owned by people who treat women like garbage. There's harassment suits against them. And they push this false women empowerment. And in the background, they're run by a dude that's just a piece of garbage. And like, oh, these are the buzzwords again. Let's empower women. Let's give women a voice. And so they market that. They market to your wants. They market to your needs. So please, 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 please be aware of these things. Research these companies. Reach out to me. If you're like, hey, doc, I sell these products. What the heck do I do? I mean, I can't tell you what MLM product to go after if you want to sell that things, but try to get some certifications. Get some educational background. You could just do stuff with Whole Foods. Train with Functional Medicine Institute. You don't always have to be a doctor to learn all the stuff that I do. Half the stuff that I learned from chiropractic school, it's useful, but I've learned so much more clinically as well as educationally. I spent, $50-some thousand over the past 2 years or so retraining myself from an organization that was like an MLM cult. Really, it was a piece of garbage, that company. Who, again, the guy got caught in cheating on his wife and having 3 affairs and trying to put a gag order on the entire company so nobody else talked about it. Sent a freaking email out to the entire organization, said, hey, I ended up hooking up with so-and-so, or nobody talk about it. And then their CEO drops out and all this suspicion starts being raised, but you're not allowed to say anything. You have to sign or else you're kicked out of the organization, right? Not MLM, but pretty damn close to an MLM. I bought into the promise of it. I was severely lied to. It happens to all of us. But the sooner we realize what we are involved in, the sooner we can get out and the sooner we can help people. Okay? Start with nutrition. Start with that. And if you want me to, I'll come out with a nutrition course to teach people, just general people. We can maybe figure out if I can get a certification for it to allow you to kind of coach people on how to make healthy health choices, make a little health coach, make money off of that. And that's 100% to you. There's no upline, there's no downstream, there's no nothing. It's just your clients. You still get to work at home, charge whatever you want to charge for it. You get 100% of that profit. Your overhead's very low, unless you market on Instagram or some other format. These are all options that are available. I'm actually working on a program right now to teach some of my patients up in Ohio to try to help teach in the Amish culture how to eat healthy, right? Because we're all doomed by standard American diet or the standard Amish diet. They're both sad. So how can we change that? How can we make a lasting impact? It starts with food. It starts with nutrition. You correct those things. You correct the adrenals. You correct the gut. Disease is gone. It's all gone. It is. You detox people properly, the way that they're designed to. You support them. You support them emotionally. You help coach them through tough times, struggles, again, sick kids, sick relationships, how to set boundaries. That's where you get the results. And again, that's what makes me different compared to anybody else that's out there. I'm trying to address all of that. And in fact, we're bringing on Riley June. She's up in Canada to try to help me emotionally help others from the spiritual sabotage, from the mindset, from kind of a life coaching perspective. We're doing a joint program to start the year. So if that's something you're interested in as well, she's been marketing it on her page. I've been sharing on mine. Reach out into my DMs if you want to do a joint collab together with Riley and myself. Okay? And if you want to do that, great, fantastic. And you won't get taken advantage of in products or in protocols. And you won't feel like crap when you're done with us. You'll feel enlightened. You'll feel amazing. Okay, because that's what you deserve. That's what you were called here to live an abundant life. You were created to live an abundant life, not one where you're just scared, sick, tired, diseased, and upset all the time. That's no quality of life. That's horrible. Enjoy your life, enjoy yourself, and enjoy this month because we're going on a ride. We started with the MLMs this year. For this month, I was working on it this morning, talked about detoxes and stuff. We're going to talk about the different fad diets, HED diets, plant-based diets. Oh, Simprove is the probiotic that I was talking about from overseas and has sucralose all in it. But yeah, if you're getting marketed and you're like, I don't know what the hell this is, just reach out to me. All right, and I was going to try to make this one about 25 minutes or so. I went way over that, so hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Again, those of y'all who are selling MLM stuff, I'm not saying that you're a bad person, unless you are. But most people who sell it, they're not bad people. They just got taken advantage of. So if we can teach you how to take care of yourself, how to take care of others, you could become your own health coach. You don't need any credentials, really. Dietitians, I don't trust. Registered dietitians, nutritionists, they all approach the standard American diet, and they're pretty freaking terrible. So I'd rather you have no credentials and you train yourself on what is actually healthy. But that's a direction that you're more than welcome to go into. So I love y'all. Stay tuned. Hopefully y'all don't hate me too much after this podcast, but I'm just bringing it to you real so that I can help you as much as possible. Help you as much as possible. So take care and share.